Hello everyone and welcome to the Redmen TV. It's the quiz of the decade with me, Steve Hoare. We're going to go through everything that's happened with Liverpool since 2010 up to 2019. And to do so, I am joined by, first of all, Team 1. We've got Paul and we've got Chris, the faces of the Redmen TV since 2010-ish.
Yeah, no, thanks.
Yeah, but no one,
forever, Steve, forever.
No one noticed.
So these have surely got an advantage already because they've been covering Liverpool for the whole decade.
And some of you, very good.
Yes.
Yeah,
but
think
we've both
that, wouldn't
got
you,
two kids and therefore Swiss cheese for brains, so carry on.
Trust me, I have to write down to down, I'll be knackered. Team number 2 is Team Wool, aka Ben and Ross.
You know what's coming.
And
It upsets you a lot more than it upsets me.
No, I know it's coming.
Oh, right, okay.
And then Team 3, we've got Jack and we've got Sai, who are bringing a little bit more youth and experience to the show. I know most of you are older than Ben, but he's a Wool, so he ages differently. Basically, what we're going to do, we're going to go through all various different rounds.
Wool years.
Wool years.
Like dog years.
Like dog years, except for people in Wigan. Various rounds, various questions. It's going to be self-explanatory as we go along. We're going to kick things off with round 1, and this is Name the Missing Player. So in this round, I will be giving the guys a famous game, and I will name 10 of the starting 11 in that game, and they will have to guess who's missing. Starting with question number 1, guys. The 2011-2012 League Cup final, Liverpool beat Cardiff on penalties. I have named you the 10 starters as Pepe Reina, Glenn Johnson, Daniel Agger, Martin Skittle, Jose Enrique, Steven Gerrard, Jordan Henderson, Stuart Downing, Luis Suarez and Andy Carroll. You
left in the bottom with
you guys write down who is missing.
It's right when this is fucking sat up.
we're trying to cover it up like you're covering your pens on FIFA.
You got that one?
Yeah, we sorted that.
Moving on.
He's only got, like, it's about a 15-letter name, isn't it? So
the second question is the 15-16 Europa League quarter-final against the Borussia Dortmund that Liverpool won 4-3 with Dejan Lovren's famous goal. So I've given you Simon Mignolet, Nathaniel Klein, Dejan Lovren, Mamadou Sakho, Alberto Moreno, Philip Coutinho, James Milner, Emre Can, Roberto Firmino, Divock Origi. So who is missing?
Sound.
Feels obvious.
You got that one? You think you're quite happy on that one? You think you're like quite happy on that one?
Delirious, mate.
Boss. Moving on, number 3. Going back to 2011-2012, and we've got the FA Cup semi-final win over Everton. Starting in goal, we have Brad Jones, Glenn Johnson, Daniel Agger, Jamie Carragher, Martin Skittle. We had Steven Gerrard, Jordan Henderson, Stuart Downing, Jay Spearing, famous Liverpool semi-finalist, Luis Suarez, plus one more. Who was that missing person? Write your answers down when you're done.
Because there's only one. Who else was in the fringe of the squad at that time?
Bit of quiet in the studio. Everyone's having a good old think about that one. Good old think about that one.
I think it's double out.
Right, moving on.
Well, I know.
We've got the 17-18 Champions League quarter-final second leg at Manchester City. A game that you two attended, as far as I'm aware. Question 3, a game you attended?
Yeah.
Second leg, so how good's your memory about that game?
Not good.
Not good. Let's find out.
Game.
We've got Loris Karius, Trent Alexander-Arnold, Virgil van Dijk, Dejan Lovren, Andy Robertson, Gini Wijnaldum, Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain, Sadio Mane, Roberto Firmino and Mo Salah. Who is missing? Write your answers down, please, folks. How are we getting on so far? Good, how are you feeling? Confident? Coffee?
All right, apart from question 3, a little bit of a struggle on question 3.
I think there's a red herring involved on that one.
This one is an absolute arse of a question, I'll be honest. I've gone, do you remember when we sent the absolute reserves to Exeter in the FA Cup? And we had Jose Enrique and Thiago and Laurie at the back. Well, that's the team. 15-16 in the FA Cup third round draw at Exeter. Listen to this for the Liverpool team that Jurgen Klopp put out once on a field. Adam Bogdan, Brad Smith, Thiago Allore, Jose Enrique centre-back, Cameron Brannigan, Kevin Stewart, Ryan Kent, João Carlos Teixeira, Captain Christian Benteke, and Jerome Sinclair, who is the missing player. Right there on your boards, please, folks.
We smashed that side.
Again, you guys at home,
I'm confident about 3 and 5. I'm probably 4.
This one's a tough one.
Wait, yeah, because...
How are we getting on? We good? Si, Jack? You're confident over there on team number 3. Team Quiz Origi over there.
Quiz Origi.
Team Wall, how are you getting on? Not good, not good.
I think we're okay.
You think you're okay?
We're
Lads,
okay.
we're going to push us.
It is the third one. It's the third one, isn't it? I think.
Yeah, and the second one,
Yeah, maybe the second one.
and the fourth one,
Yeah.
and the fifth one.
And the fifth one. We know the first one. To conclude, we know the. We think we know the first.
You think you know the first one? Okay, answer number 1 from the 2011-12. Yous have gone for Jay Spearing, yous have gone for Charlie Adam, and yous have gone for Dirk Kuyt. The correct answer, 1 point for Team Wall, it was Charlie Adam. Dirk Kuyt come off the bench to score a winner.
Get in. Right.
That's a point for Team Wall over there.
Number 2's wrong.
Right, question number 2 is the Europa League quarter-final. We've got Adam Lallana, Jordan Henderson, and Adam Lallana. It is Adam Lallana.
Yes.
Point each for Paul and Chris, and for Si, and for Jack. The FA Cup semi-final win over Everton. You guys have gone for Andy Carroll. Andy Carroll, a point apiece for everyone. It was indeed Andy Carroll. He didn't come off the bench, he actually started. Question number 4. We have got... Everyone's gone for James Milner in the Man City game, and it was James Milner.
Yes.
And then last but not least, that mad game against Exeter. You guys have gone for Conor Randall, John Flanagan, and Jordan Ibe. One of you is right. Who do you think it is?
Conor Randall.
It was Conor Randall. Guys over there.
We got 2. Let's go to I mean,
So
less
4,
than 50%.
3, and 3. That's 4. A nice formation we've got after round number 1.
We can move top now,
Good
right?
start.
Yeah.
And now it's time for round 2. This is commentary clips. So in this round, commentary clips, we will play the guys a famous clip of a famous Liverpool goal as happened within the last decade. There are 2 points available for every question. 1 point is if you can name the opposition team who the goal was scored against, and the other point if you can name the season that the goal was scored in as well. So for example, if it was Divock Origi's goal in the cup final, it would be Tottenham would be the answer, and 18-19 would be the other one. So you get 2 points for getting both of those. So yeah, let's kick off with goal number 1.
Well, here's Sturridge again, and the goalkeeper's come, and Daniel Sturridge has made it 3. Game over.
Yeah. Do you want it again, or are we good?
Yeah, let's do it again.
One more time, please, Amy.
Well, here's Sturridge again, and the goalkeeper's come, and Daniel Sturridge has made it 3. Game over.
Let's move on to goal
Arsenal, yeah.
number 2.
By Allen. Here's Shelby. And Sturridge! It is the perfect start for Daniel Sturridge. Just 8 minutes into his Liverpool debut, and he's opened his account.
One more time while you write them down, go for it.
And by Allen. Here's Shelby. And Sturridge! It is the perfect start for Daniel Sturridge. Just 8 minutes into his Liverpool debut, and he's opened his account.
Bradford, yeah.
Oldham.
Yeah, loads of random team names getting thrown out there just in case.
Exeter,
Moving on then, we're going to go on to goal number 3.
Chan coming in. Oh, wow. Wow. Great ball from Lucas, but Chan, he has no right. And just when Liverpool needed it.
One more time.
Yeah, one more time.
Chan coming in.
Burnley.
Wow. Great ball from Lucas, but Chan, he has no right.
Just we go earlier on that one then.
When Liverpool needed it.
West Brom.
Moving on, we've got goal number 4.
Clever. Firmino in the penalty area. Back to Salah. Shaqiri! Yeah!
Do you remember this one? One more time.
Clever. Firmino in the penalty area. Back to Salah. Shaqiri! Yeah!
That was talking United in the cup.
Look at your own tactics. 2010.
This number 5 is actually my favourite one, I'll be honest. Let's listen to clip number 5.
Salah pulling away. He's not picked up. Oh,
Mo Salah, you little dancer. One more time while we write it down. I think everyone will guess that one. But
Salah pulling away, he's not picked up.
Cheers, Callum.
It's a crazy moment, but a wonderful moment for Liverpool.
They can see our ball.
Mo Salah, you little dancer, indeed. Moving on then to question number 6.
And Lallana, 5-4. It's crazy. It is insane. And so is he.
That man
Knows what he's
legend.
doing.
Everyone, I want some silence in the room for one more clip of Peter Drury, please.
And
That
Lallana,
face.
5-4. It's crazy. It is insane. And so is he.
He's the best, isn't he?
He's
Not a lot.
He's on Amazon. He's on Amazon, and it's going to be end of Sky.
Is he on Amazon? Is he on Amazon?
Amazon.
Amazon.
Sorry.
Not sponsoring this content.
If you want to, by all means, give it. I'll gladly take some money off
All
you.
this fucking free advertising we're giving them, like, you know what I mean?
Anyway, moving on to question number 7.
Kind of heated in here, isn't it?
Goes from Suarez. Milton. Martin Skrtel with the equaliser. Liverpool level. And Anfield South has erupted.
That might be the clue at the end there. One more time, please, Amy. That's the clue at the end.
Goes from Suarez. Milton. Martin Skrtel with the equaliser. Liverpool level. And Anfield South has erupted.
No. That one seems... I thought that was easy. It looks like it's caught a few years out. Up next, we've got goal number 8.
That's given away early, and that's Salah and Naby Keita, and Liverpool have scored inside the very first minute.
One more time.
That's given away early, and that's Salah and Naby Keita, and Liverpool have scored inside the very first minute.
2 more to go.
Just like goal for
with-
Leipzig.
Yeah, a nice one of Navigator's many goals to confuse you with. Moving on to question number 9.
It's a goal rush.
Here's Salah's opportunity, buys some time and slots it away. It's lucky 7 for Liverpool, and it's 18 on the season for the top scorer Mo Salah, who finished that like a striker.
One more time.
Yeah, Sparta.
Here's Salah's opportunity, buys some time and slots it away. It's lucky 7 for Liverpool.
It's lucky 7 for Liverpool.
18 on the season for the top scorer Mo Salah, who finished that like a striker banging form.
Mo Salah finished it like a striker banging form. Lucky 7 for Liverpool. See if this can be lucky number 10 for you guys with clip number 10.
Mane goes down. That'll be a penalty. It is a penalty for Liverpool. And James Milner responds. Captain's orders. It was Steven Gerrard who wanted in stoppage time last time Liverpool were here from the spot.
One more time.
Mane goes down. That'll be a penalty. It is a penalty for Liverpool. And James Milner responds. Captain's orders. It was Steven Gerrard who wanted in stoppage time last time Liverpool were here from the spot.
It was Steven Gerrard who won it last time we were there from the spot. We'll find out if the guys got that one right. First goal was... Here's Sturridge again. That was, of course, the lob that Daniel Sturridge threw over in the Merseyside derby against Everton in 13-14.
Jack
So-
passes that pen so I can
Is it 1 point?
2 points for the guys over on Quiz Origi, 2 for Team Wool, and 1 point for... It is now. And 1 point for the talent. Ironic. The talent, but no knowledge.
We changed after the first round.
Out's no knowledge.
It could be anything. Let's move on. Goal number 2. Again, Daniel Sturridge on debut.
Because like his face is right there.
Off we go. Who did Daniel Sturridge score his debut goal against? It was in the FA Cup against Mansfield
There we go.
in 12-13. So nothing for the guys on the end here. 2 points for both of you. Well done, guys. I'm surprised that everyone got that one.
We've got different years to them again, Paul.
Your knowledge of years is not doing you any favours at all. Moving on, goal number 3 is Emre Can's absolute wonder goal, arguably the goal of the decade against... It was, of course, against Watford. And what have you got for your year?
15, 16.
No. It was 16.
I said 16,
It was
17.
16, 17. Well done to you. 2 points for team Quizza Harigi, 2 points for the Wolves, and 1 point for Paul and Chris. I kind of feel you're lagging behind here, lads.
Yeah, a little bit.
Your years have melted into one. Goal number 4 was, of course, Xherdan Shaqiri's goal against Manchester United. Like you've all got. And you've all got 18-19. Well done. You got your years right as well.
Yes, because it wasn't that long ago.
It didn't all mould into one. It was literally like a couple of weeks ago.
I haven't added to the number of kids I've had since then. That's fine.
Goal number 5, with Mo Salah's being a little dancer. I'm going to listen to it again. It was a crazy moment. It was a wonderful one for Liverpool.
Sad moment for Martin Tyler.
And Mo Salah is indeed a little dancer. It was, of course, Tottenham in 18-19. I think you've all got that one. Well done. Goal number 6 was, of course, that crazy, crazy game against Norwich City in... What have we gone for? We've all gone for 15-16.
Well done, everybody.
And it was 15-16. It was crazy.
Klopp needed a new pair of glasses, didn't he?
Jürgen very much did lose his glasses. Moving on then to goal number 7.
Just to highlight my point though, that was when the day my daughter was born that night, and that's why any knowledge after that has been an absolute fucking...
What about these?
An absolute mime, yeah. Don't worry about them. Listen, years, when you get older, years roll into one. Moving on, it's goal number 7. Let's have a listen. It seems to take everyone a while to get this, but it looks like you've all got it right. It was
the Anfield South that gave
Anfield
the clue
South
away.
gives it away, wasn't it? It was Martin Skytle's goal against Cardiff in the League Cup final in 11-12. One of Naby Keita's many goals that he scored for Liverpool was goal number 8. Let's have a listen. Of course, it was against... Oh, you got it wrong. It wasn't against Porto, it was against Huddersfield.
Really?
Yeah, it was Huddersfield. So, 18-19 is right, you get a point. 2 points for Team Wall and 2 points for Chris and Paul. He scored after like 10 seconds against Huddersfield. Moving on then, goal number 8 was the magnificent 7th goal by Liverpool. He scored 7 twice last season. Let's have a listen, see which one. Spartak Moscow 17-18, Spartak Moscow 17-18. Spartak Moscow 17-18. We did score 7 against Maribor, but it was Spartak Moscow.
I think he said it was his 19th goal of the season, so I thought it must have had to be in the
it was a bit later on. It was all spot on with that one.
Last game of the group, wasn't it?
And then finally, goal number 10, the last goal of the round. Let's have a listen.
You got everything right in that one. Wow.
It was, of course, James Milner, Fulham. Would you have got it without the Gerrard scored here last time?
I don't think I would have, no.
No. He scored many a pen, didn't he? But it was indeed, yeah. It was James Milner, 18-19. So, scores on the doors. 20. An amazing 20 out of 20 for Team Wool. Congratulations, guys.
We got 19.
19 for the guys over there. Paul and Chris.
16 out of 20.
And 16 out of 20 for you guys. Up next is round number 3. This is fill in the blanks. Hopefully we've all, at some point in our lives, watched Have I Got News For You? Where they put a headline of a famous headline up and they blank a word out, and you've got to guess what that word is.
Like blankety blank.
I'll be Lily Savage. Let's go with it.
So
basically, I'm gonna read you guys.
I think he's got one.
I'm gonna read you guys. You're showing your age. I'm gonna read you guys out a famous newspaper. Well, a newspaper headline that was written about Liverpool. I will also tell you, in general terms, the story that it was about. You guys have to guess what these wonderful newspaper headline writers made as the missing word. What is the missing word? Fill in the blanks. Let's start with number 1. We've got final blank. The Reds are back at Wembley. And the context around that was Liverpool drew with Man City in 2012 at home to make it to the League Cup final. So, final blank. The Reds are back at Wembley. Liverpool draw with Man City in the second leg of the 2012 League Cup semi-final. Final blank.
Is it a pun?
Yes.
Yes.
It's a pun. Well, it's not very punny.
We don't know the answer yet.
You don't know, it might be hilarious, Jack, you just don't know.
Final
And what's the context?
Liverpool drew with Man City in the second leg to reach the 2012 League Cup final.
Go ahead.
final.
Yeah.
I'm just going to...
Moving on, we've got question number
I haven't got any
2.
better suggestions. Like.
Would blank believe it? In 2013, Liverpool made Luis Suarez their captain for the game against Tottenham. Steven Gerrard was injured, Luis Suarez deputised. Would blank believe it? Liverpool made Luis Suarez their captain for a game against Tottenham in Steven Gerrard's absence. Would blank believe
This
it?
is your strength, I think. It's the old kind of thing.
Moving on, it's
These are shocking.
yeah. Number 3.
If it's just you, I'm going to be fucking...
We'll find out in a minute. Moving on, question number 3. We've got check in blank.
Hang on. Oh, sorry.
Check in
Suppose
blank.
the penny just dropped for Paul. One of the
Liverpool lose in Rome, but still make it till the 2018 European Cup final. Check in blank. Liverpool lose in Rome, but still made it to the Champions League final in 2018. Check in blank.
There we go.
Check in blank.
Isn't it mad that, like, literally as soon as they said the answer, they got it?
Happens every time, mate.
Can't show you in fucking
Mad,
game.
innit? Like, you know what I mean? It's much harder over here with...
See, this is what happens.
Try and look at Steve's answers.
You guys just produce the content. They're the ones who have to plug it. They're the ones who do these headline type clickbait stuff, eh, Ross? Yeah. Moving on, we've got number 4. Blank place like home. Liverpool beat Napoli to reach the knockout stages of the Champions League in 2018.
Yeah.
Blank place like home. Liverpool beat Napoli 1-0 at Anfield to reach the knockout stages of the
first one's
Champions
that
League
first
last
one's doing the
season.
heading.
Confident.
Blank place like home.
Can you read the first one again?
We'll do it at the end. Do it at the end of the round.
Too late. Blank place like home. And finally, this one's my favourite. If anyone gets this, fair play to you. It was really good. The Reds are in blank land. Liverpool beat Tottenham to win the Champions League in 2019. Reds are in blank land. Liverpool beat Tottenham to win the Champions League final in 2019. Reds are in blank land.
Was it a pun?
Yes.
Are they all puns?
Pretty much, yeah.
Just read the first one again.
Final blank, the Reds are back at Wembley.
Final blank.
Just guess a word.
We have, but I'm not happy with it.
Well, that's the way it is.
The Reds are in.
Something land.
Perfect, yeah. I think that's it.
How could that be wrong?
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it.
The Reds are in blank.
Right, I'm gonna end it there. Please.
Give us 5 seconds.
Yeah.
No, we need to move on.
Yeah.
Let's go.
I'll go with it, yeah.
Down.
It's a shout. It's a shout. It'd be good if it was. As well.
Right then, let's all take a look at the answers. Flip your boards around, please, gents. So, goal number 1, it was final blank, the Reds are back at Wembley. What have you got?
Raw.
Final roar, the Reds are back at Wembley. Final push, you've got final bell, like Craig Bellamy. It was indeed final bell. Final bell, the Reds are back at Wembley. It was Craig Bellamy's goal that won Liverpool, well, drew the game, won the Liverpool's place in the final. 1 point for you guys, well done. 0 for all you others. Second one, would blank believe it, Liverpool make Suarez captain? It was indeed. Would Chew believe it?
Because
Lu-
we've got Chew.
Because
Because
Luis Suarez.
Suarez bit 3 people those times.
Do you get it? Do you get it? Like Chew, like bite, and you, and yeah, there you go. Well done. All points for everyone. Congratulations to the Daily Mirror team. You played an absolute blinder on that one. Check in blank. Liverpool losing Rome, but make it to the final. It's check in. It is indeed. Oh, I can't believe you never got that. It is indeed.
No, that's what we
We
wrote.
wrote it in Ukrainian.
It was indeed checking Kiev. Like, do you get it? Checking Kiev, checking Kiev. Honestly,
Yeah.
Check.
whatever these guys are getting paid, they're not getting enough. So points for Paul. Paul didn't get that one, and
get
Chris,
that
but
at all.
the team Wool and team Quiz Okariki both did get that one. Number 4, pretty easy, you all got this one. It was indeed, there is Mo place like home. It was Mo Salah's goal against Napoli that put Liverpool.
It's a big tick.
Mo like no, Mo like no, did you get it? No, Mo, home, because we were at home and we scored and we won all our games at home. No place like home, yeah.
That's a belter.
I know, if it's not right, then
that should have been the answer. So, the Red, you're not a million miles away. The Reds are in blank land. So, you guys have gone for Alison Wonder. The Reds in Alison Wonderland. Good pun, but it's not right. You guys have got Reds in Dreamland. That would have been a ship. That's not funny. And you guys have got Reds in Spainland.
that famous pun.
That famous pun. They were all true. It was. Do you know what the name of the ground was?
Wonderland.
The Reds are in Wonderland. The name of the stadium. Wow. You were close, but no cigar. So that is the end.
I still think mine's better.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
So what's that? 3 out of 5.
3. 3's all round at the end of round number 3. Now it's time for round number 4, and this is list orders. Right, guys, in this round, I have given you a list. I will give you a list of 5 Liverpool players, and you will have to put them in an order depending on what the question is. So, the question 1, I'm going to give you these players: Mario Balotelli, Nathaniel Klein, Ragnar Klavan, Sebastian Coates, and Nuri Sahin. In the last decade, those players each scored just 1 Premier League goal for Liverpool. Balotelli, Klein, Klavan, Coates, and Sahin all scored just 1 league goal. I want you to order them from earliest to latest in terms of when that goal was scored. That makes sense? Pretty straightforward. I like it. So Balotelli, Klein, Klavan, Coates, Sahin. Put them in order of who scored their 1 goal. Earliest to latest.
Yeah. I'm pretty confident about that, to be honest.
The only one that could be wrong is them 2, but I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Second one.
Now what was the other one?
I think maybe before him, but I think that's a surprise. Yeah.
Right, question number 2. I'm going to give you 5 more names. 5 more names. Fabio Borini, Felipe Coutinho, Jay Spearing, Alexander Donny, and Charlie Adam. Each of those players were sent off once for Liverpool in the decade. They all received 1 red card between 2010 and 2019. Again, date order, earliest to latest. Who was sent off? That all makes sense?
Yeah.
Brilliant. It took me a good 5 minutes on LFC history to find this order out, so I hope you appreciate that.
So I think
But he only left.
So I think.
I think.
You get a point for every one of these you get right. However, if you get 1 wrong, you're going to get 2 wrong. So.
Very true.
Okay.
Maths, eh?
Right, let's all reveal our answers right about now. Right, so for the goals, you've gone for Coates, Sahin, Balotelli, Klein, Klavan.
Yeah.
And you guys have...
Same. All 3 the same.
No, they're not.
Right, I mean,
Donny's second in yours.
No, to the first question.
Oh,
yeah.
okay, sorry.
So, earliest was Sebastian Coates, scored against QPR on... He scored an overhead kick against QPR on the 21st of March 2012.
Wow.
Next up was... What have we all gone for? Sahin. It was indeed Nuri Sahin. Just a few months later, 29th of the 9th, 2012, he scored against... Any guesses?
West Brom.
Norwich. What's next?
Balotelli.
Balotelli, yeah, it was Balotelli. 2015, Balotelli scored against Tottenham. And 4th?
Klein. I don't remember the Klein one.
Klein scored when we battered Aston Villa in 2016, that is right. And Ragnar Klavan is indeed 5th, Burnley on New Year's Day 2018. 5 out of 5 for everyone. Good stuff. Sending offs. Right, okay. So what have we gone? You, Spearing, Adam, Donny, Borini, Coutinho. Spearing, Donny, Adam, Borini, Coutinho, sorry. Balotelli. And Spearing, Adam, Donny, okay. First then.
Those 3 must be very close together, like relatively.
Relatively, yeah, very, very close. Spearing. All wrong. It was Charlie Adam was sent off against Tottenham. 2011.
Oh, we got battered, didn't we?
We actually had 2 players sent off in that game.
Was the other one Jay Spear?
10 minutes late. That's what you're all went wrong. So question number 2, Adam, it was Jay Spearing. Fulham in December 2011.
Yeah.
So question number 3.
We've all got all 3 wrong. Haven't we?
Donny, Adam.
We've got
Donny. It was Donny. Donny was sent off against Blackburn, and that led to him missing the FA Cup semi-final. 4th, Fabio Borini was sent off against Arsenal in a draw at home. And finally was Philip Coutinho against West Ham in 2015.
We've got points in the bank from
8 out of
the
10.
music. the
Quizmaster.
10 out of 10,
8 out of 10.
8 and 7s.
What?
no,
Ten-
we never got 10. We got 8.
8.
Plus that
Sorry.
down 2.
8.
Or an hat.
8 was
8
8,
and 7.
Amy.
8, 8 and 7. Right guys, before we move on to round number 5, let's have a look at the scores. In 3rd place, Paul and Chris with 30, you're not miles away. 2nd place, we've got Ross and Ben, 33, and in the lead by 1 point, Cy and Jack, 34. So it's all to play for. As we go into round 5, this is home and away. Right guys, in home and away, first of all, you guys will get to pick a year, whatever question you want to pick. If you pick a home question from that year, that will be about Liverpool. Get it right, it's worth 1 point. If you pick an away question from that year, it will be about general football, not Liverpool, in that year, and it's worth 2 points for you. So if you want to use it to catch up or you want to maintain your lead, however you want to do it.
Home 2019.
Well, you're not first pick, so it doesn't matter.
Away from
because
last year.
Oh, what? You're winning. I've got away.
Cy and Jack, because you're winning, you get to have the first pick.
From last year.
Away from last year.
You're going to go for an away question from 2018-19.
Yeah.
Okay, as follows. Which side finished bottom of the Premier League 18-19 season?
Let's think about this logic.
I know it.
Went down. So you got Huddersfield,
It was Huddersfield.
Cardiff, and
And Fulham. They were all shy. I think Huddersfield were the worst, weren't they?
Sure.
Huddersfield.
Huddersfield is right. 2 points. Well done for you guys. 2nd place, Ross.
I think we should
Ben,
go for
home and
a
away, and pick a year.
From this year.
Can we do this year?
You cannot do this year.
Okay.
2010-11 till last season.
Well, let's
last
go.
year.
Away
You can't do away last year because it's been done.
So
Huddersfield.
17, 18. Yeah, we'll go. Do you want to do that? Should we?
Oh yeah, I don't give a shit.
Go on. The Around the League hosts.
Yeah.
Meant to know everything about footy. Let's see how
Away
much.
17, 18.
Away
Ross
17.
doesn't
I
give a
like the tactics you've gone for here. Okay. Away 17-18.
Hang on. Why are they winning?
Yeah.
Do they
As a
get
reward.
first pick?
As a reward for winning.
That's
It
bullshit.
wouldn't be fair if the people who've done worse so far get to.
Yeah.
Of course it was.
You should-
Would
you-
give
you
them
know-
a chance.
It's called
not
rubber
like with a
banding if
player
you've never
fee.
played a fucking online game before.
You know what you should have done? You know what you should have done? Got some of the other questions right. you might have been in the chance. Away from 17-18, Paul Lambert took over as Stoke manager in January 2018.
Mm-hmm.
Which manager did he replace?
I think I know this.
So, which
Fucking
manager
tell me.
did Paul Lambert replace?
Mark Hughes.
Would anyone else have gone for anything different?
Yeah, but like, now I think I was wrong.
What was you going to say? Nothing. It was indeed Mark Hughes, correct. 2 points, guys. Well done. Paul and Chris.
Well, shit. So our hopes of playing catch up by going with the easy
No,
questions
because we'll go back round in a minute and you'll be first pick of the next
Right,
round.
okay, so shall we go, hang on, let me just talk to my partner tactically.
You talk to your partner tactically.
Like,
you
we
go for
could
that
fall really far behind.
So let's just get to the question.
Let's take home last year.
So home last season.
one. Home from last season, okay. Liverpool beat Newcastle 3-2 in May 2019. Thanks to a late winner from Divock Origi. Well done. Who scored Liverpool's first goal in that game? It was literally 3 months ago or something like that. No, it wasn't.
I actually think the away question was easier than the home question for today. Yeah.
It might have been, but that's just the way.
Do you mind if I just consult Google a second?
Yes, I would mind.
Oh, damn it.
Do you remember beating Newcastle 3-2?
I remember celebrating when Divock Origi scored the fucking goal. I remember Mo Salah going off with a head injury.
Yeah.
Did he score the first goal?
To be honest with you. I'd hazard a guess at Mo or Mane.
Mohamed Salah.
Anyone else?
Van Dijk.
It was Van Dijk.
Yeah.
Did we get the point?
No.
Surely we get the point.
Yeah, no, it wasn't. There's no passovers in this round. Don't
That's
worry about
bullshit.
It's my quiz. You want to make your own quiz?
Shit.
Make a quiz.
And now we need to go away.
It's like the champions, you've got to go away and dig out a result here.
Get something.
I thought.
Oh, but wait,
was that not easy?
we could fall even further behind if we don't go home. Away, 2010-11.
Oh.
Oh.
Literally. Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
What do you remember about 2010-11?
Nothing.
Who won the league?
But at least it's not as embarrassing at least it's not as embarrassing getting questions wrong about your team 3 months ago. At least we've got an excuse now that it was fucking a decade ago. Yeah,
absolutely.
People pay a $5 a month and you can't remember. One of the most famous away league games. Anyway, so away for 2010-11. 2 players shared the Premier League Golden Boot for 2010-11.
Berbatov.
One of them was Man United. Dimitar Berbatov.
See?
One was another player from Manchester City. Who was it? 10-11.
10-11.
Aguero. Gotta be.
I'm not going to beat Nadine, it's too late for him, innit?
So,
They don't have any legends.
so Dimitar Berbatov from Man United shared the Golden Boot with a Man City player. Who was it?
Mikovic.
Who was good for Man City in around 10-11?
Paul Dickoff.
No one.
Paul Dickoff was a good footballer. Paolo One-Chop.
King Clancy.
King Clancy was a very good player.
Tevez.
It was Carlos Tevez. Well done.
Played.
2 points for you guys. Congratulations there.
So do we go home here, do you think?
What's this? Yeah.
Do we go
Back
home 17,
along the
18?
line.
Just need to stay ahead of
Yeah. Home 17-18.
Home for 17-18.
Wigan, Southport.
Home 17-18. Which Liverpool player scored their first goal for the club when the Reds beat Maribor 7-0 in October 17 at home? Away, sorry.
Away.
Which player scored their first ever Liverpool goal when the Reds beat Maribor away 7-0 in October 17?
That would be Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain.
That would be Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain. Well done, and that's 1 point for
So that
you
makes
guys.
us level.
That makes
and
us
we've got-
level.
And we've got a question to go. See, the away questions have been easier than the home questions, haven't they?
We're going to go away to 16-17.
Yeah, I'll go with it.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good tactic, they have been fair. Arsenal won the 2017 FA Cup final.
Oh, fucking hell.
I know this. If it's who's against.
What score did they beat Chelsea?
Don't even whisper it, I haven't got a clue.
Arsenal beat Chelsea in the 2017 FA Cup final. What score
Chelsea
was
won
that
the league
match?
that year.
It's 2-0 or 2-1.
It might be
No,
1-0.
you've got
Was
a
it?
lucky
They beat
dip.
Chelsea to 2017. It was a famous result, apparently.
You've got a lucky dip.
For Arsenal.
Yeah, for Arsenal.
Chelsea had a man sent off as well.
Oh,
I
did
have
they?
no idea.
Do you think they scored?
I think
When the Rainmen joined the staff.
2-1.
Played left
Yeah.
field over there.
2-1.
It was 2-1. Well done.
it's fucking right, Jack.
4 points for
Paired
Simon.
these two together.
Simon Jack, 4-3 for Ben and Ross. Your chance to catch up ultimately failed miserably because you got 2 points. Moving on to the final round, this is quickfire questions.
Spoiler.
Oh, exciting.
So in quickfire questions, there'll be a minute on the clock. Ask as many questions as you can. You guys all have to buzz in, and you've all got special buzzers designed for today.
Yeah.
So who wants to? Don't press your buzzer. That's your buzzer. That's Ross. That's Si and Jack's buzzer. One more time. Ross and Ben. Yours sounds like. And Chris and Paul.
He's just going to win.
Like you
everything.
get booted off the X Factor.
Essentially, that's like getting the wrong answer, which
It's
quite fitting because it's in this round, 1 point for a correct answer. You will lose a point for an incorrect answer. If you buzz in, I want your answer straight away. If you take too long, I'll take the point off you. Okay?
Yeah.
Good.
What's the tactic here? Just buzz. Buzz and ask
I don't know.
questions later.
No, we have to get the questions right. That's the tactic.
Let me get me.
You're going to take points off us, sorry, if we
You
buzz
get
too
wrong.
early. If we buzz early, you don't
When you're wrong, yeah.
Points took off for cheating by ringing the people who you're...
No idea what it's talking about. Well, first question.
Can you see that?
Sneaky tactics. Lose a point. No, I couldn't take a point off you. It would be like kicking him on while he's down. It just would not be fair. So 1 minute quick fire
Yeah,
questions.
get your fingers ready.
Merry Christmas, boys.
If he answers more questions like that 2-1 one, then...
First one to buzz in, I'll shout your name. I want to answer straight away. If not, you will lose.
Shit, sorry. Just check out.
You
It's a
will
touch screen.
lose.
Just to clarify, when you touch it, it works.
Can we take Chris's phone off him, please?
Ready, steady, go. Which player scored the first goal of the game as Liverpool beat PSG 3-2 at Anfield? Chris?
Storage.
Correct. Storage. Yeah! In which position of the...
It's not me. What's the number on the screen?
Oh, mate.
No caller ID.
You can't prove not lad.
It's not me.
I've stopped the clock and I'll give you that one. We'll start again with a minute, but you can have your points. Just for pure ingenuity, I'm going to give you that point. I liked it. Just phone the lad whose buzzer it was. Right, 1 minute. Starting now. In which position did Liverpool finish the 2011 season in the Premier League? What position? Chris?
8.
Correct. From which club?
That was 100% us.
Doesn't matter.
We've got a quieter buzzer.
From which club did Liverpool take Stephen Corker on loan in January 16?
QPR.
That was Ross and
QPR.
That was me. It wasn't.
No
it was
way,
definitely them. It was definitely them. Which Liverpool player holds
Can
the
we go
record?
to VAR?
Are you marking points?
Yeah. Which Liverpool player holds the record for the most points ever scored by a player in his debut season with the Reds?
Most points.
Start again. I paused.
Mo Salah.
By the way, I can't tell which of these buzzers is which.
Yeah,
Well, you're going to have to make a call.
Okay, that's fine.
Which it goes with everyone's the loudest.
Right, the buzzer experiment didn't work, so we're going to start that again.
Incorrect.
Your buzzer was far too powerful. So, I'm going to start the clock again. I'm going to...
Shout your name.
I want you to shout your name out and I will come to you.
Don't shout the answer out.
Don't shout the answer, shout your name, because that was just impossible. I had no idea. Any points gained from then? All gone. Zilch back to square.
Come on, lad. Everyone's annoyed that you're here.
That's fine then.
And the viewers!
Equally annoyed.
Bell end.
-1. So 1 minute, shout your name out, and then I will come to you. Starting from now. Which side did Liverpool beat 1-0 in a replay in the FA Cup quarter-final in April 2020? Ben.
Bolton.
No.
Blackburn.
-1.
Did I get the point?
No. Liverpool's first win with Jurgen Klopp as their manager was a 1-0 League Cup win over Bournemouth in October 15. Who scored Liverpool's goal in that game?
Benteke.
Chris?
Benteke.
No, -1. It was Nathaniel Klein. Gini Wijnaldum's first 7 Liverpool goals. Gini Wijnaldum's first 7 Liverpool goals were all scored at Anfield. Against which club did he score his first away goal, Ben?
Roma.
Roma's right. Well done.
Didn't even hear the question.
Which Liverpool player missed a penalty in the game as West Brom knocked Liverpool at the FA Cup in January 2018?
Simon.
Firmino. Correct, Firmino. Well done.
Get in.
Liverpool beat Everton 4-0 at home in April 2016, thanks to goals from Origi, Sacco, Sturridge and which other player? Chris?
Skill.
Wrong. It was Coutinho. Against which club was Emre Can sent off? Against which club was Emre Can sent off in a 4-1 away loss? Chris.
Paul Machin would like to answer this one.
Answer straight away.
No, moving on.
-1.
It was Arsenal. You're horrendous. Who scored the first goal of the game as Liverpool beats FC Porto 5-0?
Chris. Jeremy.
Sadio Mane.
Sadio Mane, well done, Paul. From which?
He shouldn't be able to answer if he shouts out.
From which club did Liverpool sign Fabinho in July 2018? Chris! Well done, Chris! And that is the end of the round. So we've reached the end of the round, the end of the game. Let's have a look at the scores on the doors. Anyone want to guess if we come last?
Liverpool.
31 points in third place. Chris and Paul, congratulations, lads. £5 in second place then, it was very, very close at the end, but it was Team Wool with 36 points. Congratulations.
Thank you.
You've done all right. Just not quite good enough.
No.
Essentially, like...
Story of my life, but...
Yeah, close but no cigar. And the winners.
But you're laughing
The
at
winners.
I've got sweaty hands this.
Pass it round, guys. You can't touch... No, you're not even allowed to touch it. Pass it over to the winners. Look at what you could have won. Look at what...
Jordan Henderson, little stutter.
Sai and Jack with 39 points lift the Christmas quiz trophy. Congratulations, fellas.
Can I take it home?
Yeah, of course you can.
It's a fucking half-decent trophy, that.
Yeah, it's right, doesn't it? Cost me
like
all of nothing. It looks a bit like the UEFA Cup.
It does.
All the cup that you guys won for one footy game once with a hat on it. Right, guys, that is the end of the quiz. Congratulations to some of yous. Commiserations to others. And pure embarrassment to others as well. £5 a month, free for a month. Honestly, this is what you're going to get.
We're not here for our knowledge, we're here for our sparkling personalities.
You keep telling yourself that. I hope everyone at home, thanks for watching. I hope you had a really good Christmas and I wish you the best for the new year. We might do one of these quizzes again. We'll just replace these with 2 more aside Fletcher's mates who just happen to turn up and win trophies.
Or goldfishes and bowls.
For us.
Yeah, would make sense. Thanks for watching and we'll see you all soon. Ta-ra.